Facebook ads, I'm back, baby. But first, can you hear me and can you see my screen? Just give me a one in the chat box if you can, please, and let me know where you're located. So just type your location in the chat box now, just while a couple more people trickle in here. And if you do have any questions along the way, feel free to post them in the chat as well. Don't hear you. Uh-oh. Can you hear me now? Everybody good? Turn up speakers on your end. I am seeing my green bar bouncing here. Good, good. Okay. So we do have ones. Okay, and where are you? We got San Antonio. Hello. Florida. Nice. Mexico. Got to fix. Good stuff. BC. Love it. Couple from down the 401 here. Yeah, I'm in London, Ontario, Canada. About 2 hours from Detroit, 2 hours from Toronto. And it is a beautiful day. All right, just while a couple other people are coming on, and I appreciate you coming on. It is a good time for a webinar, I think. But I'm going to dive right in as usual because I do have a lot of ground to cover. So again, thank you very much for coming on. I do have a lot of stuff to show you, and I'm pretty excited about this because it's been a while. So welcome. So let's see if Facebook ads are possible for you. So what are we going to cover? Basically, three things here. Number one, what has changed with iOS 14 and more? I know they're at like iOS 17 at this point, but iOS 14 is where things really changed up quite a bit. The second thing is the best way today, which is completely different. Now, I've done a lot of methods and ran a lot of different techniques with Facebook ads over the years. And coming back into it, man, things have changed quite a bit, and I love it. And number three is what to do next. And it's basically like, let's fire up some ads. So who's this for? The following. I mean, people who want to run Facebook ads, people who want to know the best way, people who want to generate their own traffic and know what to avoid, and people who want to know exactly what to do now because things are so different from a couple of years ago. Now, who it's not for, of course, like negative people, finger pointers, quitters, bad attitudes, all around unpleasant people. You are here, so I'm sure this is for you. And if you do stay until the end, of course, I have something for you. And before we begin, I would like to introduce myself because there are a couple of new people on here. I've sold over seven figures. My name is Will Hamerl. I'm in the print on demand world so far and counting. I've done pretty well, and I've done over seven figures with courses, coaching, and my membership site. So I do work at home in my office at the front of my house, which is where I am right now. I'm old, currently 49, just had my birthday the other day, and I'm stubborn. Just ask my wife. So I do love the following: e-commerce, paid traffic, building assets that produce a cash flow for me. And I love more than that, actually helping people succeed. That's the best thing. So I am lucky, and luck is manufactured by yourself. So that was since 2007 when I quit my day job. But enough about me. I think you get the gist. Better topic is to talk about you. So is this you? You're the brand new wannabe successful Facebook ad marketer, and you're thinking like, I just watched 145 YouTube videos on how to run Facebook ads, and now I'm ready to dive in, kick some butt, and take some names because some 20-year-old kid says all I have to do is fire up some campaigns and duplicate it 10,000 times while setting up 5,000 rules to manage it. This is going to be so easy. Why aren't more people doing this? He makes it look so simple and definitely not overcomplicated at all. Let's go. So you're all pumped up, and then maybe you're this one. You've tried and you've failed at Facebook ads. So you're the tried and failed Facebook ads marketer. You're like, I don't get it. I did everything that guy in the video told me to do, and I'm still not making any money at all. In fact, I'm now at a loss because he told me to create duplicates of 5,000 ad sets inside 300 campaigns, testing out 3,000 interests. I can't afford to keep this going. When all I do is pay money out with nothing coming back in. I'm going to quit very soon. This sucks. That's basically a lot of the old way. A lot of the old way was testing with those interests. And that's what we did because that's what we were told. Even back in the day, what I was doing is no targeting at all, and it was working very, very well. And now that's the go-to method. That's what you do. So I want you to know first, you're not alone. And second, don't give up. There is hope. And third, just accept where you're at so that you can fix it. So you want to evaluate what worked, what didn't, what can be improved. And if you're at rock bottom, well, you can only go up from there. So your success with Facebook ads and with anything really is 99% that great thing between your ears. The rest, it can be taught. So you've seen others succeed, you know it's possible. So you start researching on YouTube, right? There's so many YouTubers who are trying to get your attention. Most in the Facebook ad worlds are agency guys or gals. So they only run ads for other people. They never use their own money for their own products. And they love to brag about how much they're spending, but it's really not their money. So they don't really have anything on the line except, maybe the business will fire them if they don't do well, of course. But I do have some bad news for you. So those YouTube videos about Facebook ads, they're typically a lot of fluff. YouTube videos about Shopify are typically all about drop shipping from China with a lot of clickbait headlines and a lot of talking but very little substance. So step-by-step instructions. Good luck on YouTube. They'll tease you with a lot of stuff, but they'll never give you the actual details. It can be frustrating. I know a lot of you spend a lot of time in the YouTube research phase, and maybe you find one of those free courses. Now there are exceptions to this because there are some free ones that are good. But maybe you try to do what they tell you to do. Maybe you feel like you can do it all on your own, but it just doesn't seem to work the way you want it to. So you continue to struggle and continue not making any money online, and you end up in a vicious cycle of constantly buying, constantly failing, thinking of giving up, but you don't. The point is, you're not going to give up on your dream because your dream is your goal, and your goal is what keeps you going. So goals are good, and we all have them. So what's yours? So this is a point where I'd like you to type in the chat box what your monetary goal is for your business using Facebook ads. What do you want to do? Now, I'm leaning more towards print on demand and Shopify. In this case, you can do this with WooCommerce as well. Can't really do this with Etsy though, because you can't run ads from Facebook to Etsy. You would be wasting so much money, unfortunately. You'd have to have a landing page in between to do it, which is possible, but not as effective. So let me know so we got 5,000 a month. I just want to make a sale. I just want to be profitable. I don't care how much I make. 10,000 a month. What else we got here? 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. 10,000 seems to be the number always that people are shooting for. 1,000, another 1,000. Right on. Okay, and oh, there it is. 100,000. Love it. We always have a six-figure guy in here too. That's cool. So, I'll get my mouse back here. There we go. Here's my goal for you. I want to help you get your own Facebook ad campaigns up and running profitably so you can finally succeed and profit. That's it. So here's my goal for me. This is what I've been doing and what I continue to do. So I'm creating a brand new Shopify t-shirt store, and I want to get that up to 1 million in 12 months and then sell it for 2 to 3 times the multiple. And I'll be using Facebook ads to do this. So I actually do practice what I preach. I'm not there yet, but I'm working on it. The point is, without goals, we all struggle to keep going. And I think a good goal is one where you have like a dollar amount and a timeline. So you need like a deadline for it. Otherwise, it's more difficult. Some days are going to stink. You're going to get very little traffic, or you're going to overspend on ads. Or someone, of course, especially if you're on places like Etsy, copies your bestseller. But you keep going because you have a goal. So why tell you all this? Well, you need something to keep you going too. So bad days are going to happen. Goals give you something to focus on. You can feel sorry for yourself and wallow in self-pity, or you can change anything you want in your life. So I think that's why you're here. Maybe you've tried and failed. That's why I put together a Facebook ads bootcamp. More on that later. Let's get into the training now. So let's dive in. I can't wait. So number one, what the heck has changed? So back story time, a couple of years ago, I had a really, really amazing fourth quarter run with Facebook ads, and I was selling necklaces, print on demand necklaces, and I was doing awesome. I was kicking butt and taking names all the way from basically end of September, October, November, December, and I was spending like, 1,000, 1,500 a day usually. And I was making like a lot more than that every day. And it was amazing. And then about December 24th, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to shut these off. Like I had put a notice on all my ads that said, if you buy this now, you're not going to have this for Christmas, but you can buy it and you can just give a gift, like write in a card that the gift is coming. It's just in shipping, that kind of thing. And so I shut them off December 24th. I was like, I'm going to take a week break because I had an amazing run. And then I came back like a week later, logged into my ad account, and I got that dreaded, that yellow or that white background with the red, like wrong way sign that you're banned. And I got that. And they didn't just ban an ad account, they banned my profile. Like they restricted my profile from advertising, which is actually like worse than an account ban because I've had ad accounts get suspended before for dumb reasons, like bots will go in and they'll just suspend ad accounts. But I was like, okay, so this is just the usual. Like this is probably like the 11th time that they've suspended my account. So I'll just go in, and I'm not doing anything wrong. It's just bots and Facebook acting up. Um, so I went in and I did my appeal, and apparently my appeal for my account got lost, and so I waited a month. I didn't hear anything back, so I appealed. I contacted them again, and they're like, "No, you have to wait a little bit longer." So I waited, and then I think it was about 400 and some days later that somebody actually responded finally, and they said, "No, decision's final. It's over." I was like, "Really? That's it? Like after over a year, over like 400 and some days, that's it? After all I've spent with Facebook ads? Like they really treat you like garbage." Or back then they did anyway. I think now they might be struggling a little bit, so they're not. They're a little bit more lenient than before, but it sucked. Like it was devastating. It was awful. So when one door closes, though, other doors always open. So it really got me back into my bread and butter, which was Google Ads, quite a bit, which I love, and a lot of other ad platforms, which I like to do. So if you are currently suspended or banned from Facebook, there are ways to get it back that I can't really talk about in this, but email me and I'll help you out because I sent an email yesterday from MailerLite with that headline, and they suspended my MailerLite account because I just talked about Facebook ad account bans, and they're like, nope, terminated. I was like, what? Oh yeah, I got an email this morning saying that account's terminated. So it's a little bit taboo, I guess, talking about it, but it does happen. It's happened to so many of us. Anyway, um, the old methods too that I used to do, they don't work anymore. Like it's just Facebook has improved and simplified a lot. And actually it's kind of scary because if you're using old methods today, they're not going to work. But if you accept that, they've simplified things and they've been hinting at that for years and they finally did it, um, a lot of people fight it because they want to use the same good old methods that they used for years and years and years. Like one of the methods is day trading the ad sets or the campaigns where people will literally launch like 500 ad sets in the morning, and then they'll turn off anything that's not profitable after like one click or something like that, and then they'll only keep running the ones that actually get a sale like immediately, and then they'll repeat that process every day, and they're just manually sitting on their computer every day going through this, and my god, that is not a way to live at all. And thank God that you don't have to do that anymore. That's like an old method. Even some of my old methods with like a million different rules, automated rules to manage the campaign, they just are not necessary anymore at all. So what happened over the past few years? Well, 2 years ago, it used to be you would run campaigns with hundreds of ad sets and you would day trade them. So you'd cut quick and only the strong survived. And then you would basically the next day you'd fire up another like couple hundred ad sets like new. And then you would just kill ad sets that aren't working right away immediately. And then you just keep repeating this. But it literally involved you being glued to your keyboard all day long, just watching this. Because the rules that you could set wouldn't fire often enough. So you'd have to do this manually, just refreshing your screen and day trading these. And that old method, man, I feel bad if anybody's doing that still today because you don't need to. The other one is like a surfing method where you would just kind of raise your budgets during the day and then lower them at certain points and then raise and lower and raise and lower. You'd be like surfing the budget. And you could use rules to do this too, but none of that is really necessary now. So we would just be duplicating like crazy. We'd also be using interest targeting like crazy, where let's say I was selling, um, I don't know, a camping shirt or something like that. I would go through all the camping brands and I would have one ad set for every camping brand. And then I would have hundreds of ad sets. Each one of them would have like a different target or a different interest that they were targeting. It would be very granular and very difficult to figure out. And people would spend days and days and days going through and making ad sets, coming up with all these individual interests that they could target that would match up their product. That was crazy too. And back then too, we would narrow by ages and genders quite a bit. We would make sure we excluded custom audiences. So any retargeting audiences or any purchases or any add to carts, we'd have different campaigns at different levels for that. It was very complicated. Back then, too, what we would always do is select manual placements, meaning we didn't want to allow Facebook to show our ads on any platform they wanted or any network or any spot they wanted. We would just say, nope, just show it on like desktop newsfeed only, and that's it. And that was kind of the thing that everybody did back then. Now we don't have to. And in fact, now if you do that, you're limiting your campaigns more than helping them. So the last thing is, it used to be, man, we had to watch campaigns like a hawk. Like it was crazy how much time and energy and just focus you had to have in order to do this. It got to the point where, like, if you went away for the weekend, you would be bringing your laptop and you'd try and, like, if if you could get Wi-Fi on the road, you'd be doing it, or you'd be hotspotting your laptop to your phone just so you could log into your Facebook ad account and make sure things are running okay. Like when I went to my trailer or camping, I would bring my laptop and I'd be sitting there in the morning just going through my ad accounts and trying to run them. And if I weren't monitoring things like a hawk, they wouldn't work. Like it just seems 2 years ago, it was like a nightmare. But today, it's way better. It's just way, way better. And I know for years I said, um, we don't even bother with Facebook ads because they're so complicated. But in my hiatus, in the time that I wasn't using them, they actually changed a lot. So now the go-to and the standard is broad targeting, where you're literally going to launch a campaign and you're not going to target anybody. You're just going to put like 18 plus USA, and you're going to allow Facebook and you're going to allow your ads to do the targeting for you. And Facebook will learn who's clicking on your ads, who's buying from your ads, and they will show those ads to more people who do that. So you're really saying, here, Facebook, do it now. Like all that work that we used to have to do, we don't have to do. Now, broad targeting is something that I used to do anyway, even years and years ago, but now it's the standard. Back then, we had hundreds and hundreds. I had my main ad account, I had over like 10,000 campaigns in it because every time I launched something new or wanted to test something, it would be a new campaign. Now, that's not what you do. There's like one or two campaigns tops in the whole ad account. That's it. And with my method, I got like a two-step method. One is for testing, one is for winners. That's it. Everything that I do is in those two campaigns. And it's a lot of letting Facebook figure it out. The other thing that they did is, instead of us going through and trying to figure out, like a lot of ad guys didn't really bother with testing different images and testing different headlines, testing different descriptions. Now they have dynamic creative testing, dynamic ads, which are awesome because you can let Facebook do the testing for you. And back in the day, we didn't like that because we wanted full control. Now we know they're actually better at it than us. So if you accept that Facebook is like a multi-gazillion dollar company, and you do have some big brains behind them, and they know what they're doing with these ads. They also have all the data on everybody on Earth. You guys thought TikTok ad was spying on you? My God, Facebook's been spying on you from day one. Plus, Facebook just recently brought out these Advantage Plus shopping campaigns, and this is where a lot of YouTubers are getting scared because some of their old methods, especially the agency guys, they don't want to hear about that because Advantage Plus shopping campaigns means you don't need an agency anymore. So every agency YouTuber is crapping on that because they don't want you to do it because they don't want you to realize how easy it is now. So it's actually a threat to their business model. So you have to take that with a grain of salt too. Whenever you're watching YouTube videos and you're seeing people, look at their perspective. Is that going to affect their business if people start using that quite a bit? And with Advantage Plus shopping campaigns, it 100% is. So today, it's all about a simplified setup. It's all about letting Facebook do its thing. It's all about scaling budgets incrementally at the campaign level. And we can still cut bad ads, but we're not cutting bad campaigns and we're not cutting bad ad sets. We're cutting ads within that. So one thing too, which excuse me, has not really changed, is a campaign and an ad set needs a lot of conversions in order to work properly. Old school way, what we would do is those campaigns and ad sets would rarely get to the point of being optimized on Facebook's end, because we wouldn't be giving them enough budget to do it. So if we're launching a new campaign and a new ad set every single time we're testing a new thing, it's hurting our ad account more than it's helping it. When we keep it within one and we only swap out ads like at the ad level, it actually like turbocharges our account. So it's very cool. We need to focus now today on the ads and not the targeting anymore. So the basic gist is this: simple is the new way. So it's this principle: KISS, keep it simple, stupid. So it's great advice, but it's a pretty offensive way to say it. It is not meant to be offensive. Keep it simple, stupid just means keep it simple. Like, stop overthinking this, stop complicating this. I mean, I hate to say it, but the days of outsmarting Facebook ads are over. All the gimmicks, there's no need for them anymore. The day trading is no longer necessary. Instead, we can lean on them to do basically all of the heavy lifting. So our focus is no longer on complicated methods like in the past. Now we adapt, adjust, and move forward always, but in a simplified way. So that's what's changed on the Facebook end. And actually, honestly, I love it. I am very happy with this because it means we don't have to bring our laptop with us when we go on vacation. We don't have to sit on our computer for like 12 hours a day just day trading ad sets and campaigns and shutting things off like we used to. The stress levels are a lot lower and the ease of use is a lot higher. So it's actually something that's just really, really good. So let's move on to the second part now, and that is the best way to run your ads. So first, let's be very clear. The number one thing you must have is a good product or products to sell. Without that, like if your products suck, you're not going to sell a thing, no matter how good you are at ads. Second, where you send people who click matters, and it matters quite a bit, especially when testing out your products to find winners. So what we're changing now is instead of going direct to the product, we're not doing that in our testing at all. And think of Etsy. Like, think of when you run ads on Etsy. Look at the landing page on Etsy. What do you see? You see a landing page, and then you see a search menu at the top, and then you see the product, and then you see you may also like, and then you see products from other stores that are similar. What Etsy did is they said, okay, we're going to take our Etsy shop, and it is an Etsy shop now, and we're going to get people to browse around until they find something that they like. So in our testing phase, if we're just testing one product at a time and saying, like, buy this particular shirt, and people don't like it, but they might like another shirt on our store, we need to show them more than one option in our testing. So direct to product in testing, no. Now, direct to product in scaling, yes. So you want to save that, like I said, save that for later when you have a winner. So instead, send them to a collection on your store, which encourages them to click around a bit first in order to find the product that or products that they like best. And the added bonus is hopefully they'll buy more than one. Okay, which means your ad images are different from the usual too. It used to be we would have one product shown. They go through and to that one product page, and if they like it, they buy it. If they don't, they leave. Now we're going to show them multiple products in our ad images, leading to a page with hopefully those multiple products are at the top of our collection, and we're gonna let them decide which is our bestseller instead of us trying to tell them what our bestsellers are. In other words, things have changed. So what happens next? Well, when you have a winner or two or three or more, you move on to step two. And this is another campaign, but it's for your winners only. So what's it called? It's called the two-step method. Very simple. 1, 2. Simple, right? It is when it's set up correctly. So the two-step method is test in one campaign, and that campaign is going to go to a collection of products, not just one product. Then you have a winner campaign. And in that campaign, it's going right to the product, but you can still use dynamic creatives in order to see, if you're selling t-shirts, which t-shirt color is the best one, which one resonates best with people, which headline resonates best with which primary text resonates best, what variables work best to sell that t-shirt and to scale it. When you give Facebook a bunch of options to go through, even at that phase on step two, they like it better. And what they're going to do is reward you with lower cost per click, higher return on ad spend, and better conversions. So this is something that we need to work towards. When you start out in step one, you're testing. Step two is winners. You're never going to stop testing though. You're always going to be testing because you want to be replacing your winners as they die off. So things do get to a point where They made so many sales that they're just not working anymore. Or maybe they're seasonal. Maybe it's like a funny Christmas shirt and you're only selling that during Christmas time on your Christmas collection. Well, that's not going to work in the middle of the summer. So you have to be constantly testing, constantly trying to find things that you can add into your winner's campaign. So you have different objectives, different budgets set up, different creatives, of course, different landing pages, but they all have the same goal. And the goal is to get profitable sales, right? So overall, we are simplifying things as much as possible. Can you imagine just running like 2 campaigns, that's it, in your ad account a couple of years ago? No way. Nobody ever did. So in order to simplify our accounts, in the past, we would run tons of campaigns across tons of ad sets and tons of ads, spreading the budgets out way too thin, which was a huge issue, right? Which meant scaling was next to impossible because none of those ad sets ever got out of the learning phase, which means they weren't getting like 50 sales in a month or a week or whatever Facebook wanted. And it just wasn't possible. So Facebook gave us clues, a lot of clues. We just didn't really listen back then. We thought we could outsmart them with complex management methods and forgetting basically about what matters most, and that is your product. Remember, if it sucks, nothing else will matter. If you've been doing this for a while and you're not making any sales, the number one place you start is your products. And if your designs are off, you fix that first before you do anything else. You don't add more product types, you don't add more campaigns, you go back to the drawing board and you redo all your designs to make sure that those designs are good. Because if what you're selling is not resonating with your target audience, it doesn't matter how good you are at ads. Nothing is ever going to work. So your product is the number one thing. So make sure you always have good products to sell. In fact, test products like crazy. Okay. But here's the thing, when you're testing and you find a winner, make more like it. So if a certain style or a certain maybe it's an all text thing on a t-shirt, maybe it's a simple image with some text, maybe the color palette that it's using, maybe the font that it's using. You want to make more versions of that so that you can sell it. If you don't do that, you're not going to be able to scale. And sometimes you could be thinking in your mind that my store is going to sell this certain type and this certain style because you think that works. But then when you run some tests and you mix in some other things that you think might not work, all of a sudden those start working. And now you're like, okay, now I'm going down this path because real people are telling me that they like this better. So that's where I'm going to go. So you want to make more like it. So you need to read your data and you need to act on it to succeed. If you have a t-shirt store and nothing is selling, start with your designs. Make different styles, test them to find winners, then make more of that style. In the beginning, it's not easy. You don't have any best sellers. You have no winners. So you focus on testing at this step. It gets better though. Once that first winner pops up and there is zero doubt, I get questions all the time. How do I know if it's a winner? You just look at it and you go, yeah, that's a winner. Like there's not even a question of, well, it kind of did this and I think it might. Nope. It's like, that's a winner. Boom, did it. And you're going to have a few winners that are going to carry everything in your ad campaigns. And they're going to fill up your email list with buyers from those winners. And on that email list, you can then sell other stuff. And you can sell more shirts or what I'm using t-shirts in this example, but it could be whatever you're selling on Facebook, right? As long as they allow it. So sound good so far? I think it is. So let's move on to the third thing, which is also vital, and that's what to do next. Now, you have multiple options. Are you getting excited? But I have a few questions on where to begin. This is a whole new world. You know, back in the day, Will, you taught us to do these complex campaigns and multiple of them with like 500 different rules. And some guys are telling me to day trade these ad sets like crazy. And I don't know which way is up at this point. Well, it's a simple way at this point. So buckle up, it's about to get even better. Let's finish this off and then I'll get to my offer for you and then we'll close this off. So the reality check is it's not a simple thing that we're talking about. Even that mindset shift from complex to simple is difficult for some people to swallow. There is a lot of moving parts. It can be complicated to figure out. Believe me, I spent a lot of time figuring things out and a lot of money. You need a couple things before you even start. And their requirements are you need a Facebook Business Manager account. Inside that, you have your ad account. Inside your business manager, you have your page, you have your pixels. They're created in place. They're called data sets now. I don't know why they changed the name. If you're using like something like Shopify or even WooCommerce, you can have the API integration, which is optional. I actually don't have that on my store because I don't want Facebook to see my name on the store. You do need a store somewhere to actually send the traffic to. You can't use Etsy for this. You definitely need good products. I would say even great products. You need the two-step method. You need someone to teach you. You need someone to guide you. You need someone to support you. So how do you do this? Well, you've got your standard two basic options of the easy way, going from point A to point B in the straightest line possible, or you got the hard way, where you're like, I'm just going to reverse engineer everything I just heard, and I'll try this. That didn't work. I'm going to go this way. That didn't work. I'm going to try this and this and this and this. By the end of the day, you're exhausted because it took you a lot longer to get from point A to point B on the right than it did on the left there. So the hard way is that go for it on your own. Go to YouTube, search for how to run Facebook ads, get the following different opinions, styles, outdated methods, shifty people, tons of ways, then go try each one on your own. Remember, if you do take the hard way, just remember that a lot of Facebook ad YouTubers are agency guys, and their goal is to build up their agency. And what an agency is you hire them to run the ads for you, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But when something new comes up, like as a prime example, like Advantage Plus shopping campaigns, the agency guys are terrified of those because it's made it too easy for the average Joe to succeed on Facebook without them. So it's a threat to their business model. So what do people do when there's a threat to their business model? Is they crap on it. They crap on whatever the threat is. So that's something that I've been seeing quite a bit on YouTube, and I don't like it because they're not being honest. Because when I see somebody crapping on a new campaign type like Shop Advantage Plus shopping campaigns, my instinct is to go test it myself and see, because I don't really trust very many people. So I want to get my own results first and make sure that I know what I'm doing. And I did that. And when I got my results, and I was like, well, this guy said it didn't work. That guy said it didn't work. I just ran it and it did work. I'm going with what I did. And then I look at from their lens and it's like, oh man, if people figure out that they don't need us anymore, I'm in trouble. And I really don't get why agency guys don't just start their own store, to be honest. But anyway, or make their own offers. Different strokes for different folks. But so now you've got something, not the solution, but it's something called information overload. Now you have so many options that you don't know what to do or where to start, which typically leads to overthinking and overanalyzing. So you do nothing and you go back to square one. That route stinks. I do not suggest it for anyone. Instead, take the easy route. Learn from someone who's an experienced expert. Let's go back in time to 2005 for a second so I can show you what I did. I did it the easy way. So I was working at TD Ameritrade, hated my job. I took the night shift so I could search the internet for how to make money online, basically. Found a mentor who taught me all about my first business, which was generating secured loan leads online using Yahoo Overture at the time, which Bing Ads bought out. Now Bing Ads is Microsoft Ads. I've been around for way too long. Then I switched to Google Ads to do that, and then I even tried with Facebook Ads too, honestly. So they were selling them. I was selling them to banks in the UK. Without that mentor, I would still be at a 9-to-5 job. I'd probably be like the assistant to the regional manager of credit risk analysis at TD Ameritrade or some boring job like that. So thank God I found a mentor or coach. If you want to learn how to lose weight, you find someone to teach you how. If you want to learn how to fly a plane, you have to find someone to teach you how, and you have to do like a course. You have to do some tests written, and then you have to go up in the plane with the guy or girl, and then you have to do a solo flight. Otherwise, you can't just go to the airport and say, yeah, I'm going to take that plane out right now. That's not the way it works. You have to learn from someone. So if you do want to run Facebook ads successfully, you have to find someone to teach you how. Now, this is no different. Find someone, which brings me to my offer to you. At the beginning, I mentioned I do have a Facebook ads bootcamp. That's what my offer is. It's a way to skip a lot of the roadblocks to get profitable. You could do this on your own. I don't suggest it. It just takes way too long. More on that in a minute. But do you think you can do this? So I hope you're nodding your head yes. So far we've covered what has changed. So much has changed. The best way to run them, simplified, and then what to do next. So my question is, do you want to take it to the next level? Hope you're nodding your head yes. So introducing my Facebook ads bootcamp. So the info and the methods that I've shown today have only scratched the surface, not even a dent, to be honest. So the bootcamp's all about this, teaching you, guiding you, supporting you to get Facebook ads profitable with the two-step method. Now, if you are a dancer, a two-step is like one of the easiest dance moves in the world. which is why I named this method the two-step method, because it's one of the easiest methods in the world. Test winners, test winners. That's it. What is it? It's a 3-week boot camp dedicated to Facebook ads. Sound pretty sweet? I think so. So I want to make sure you have everything you need to profit. So I will help you with everything we talked about today, getting set up correctly. And then step 1, testing to find winners, exactly how to do that. Step 2, scaling the winners, exactly how to do that. Basically everything and the kitchen sink. So I cannot wait for the day you tell me, hey, Will, I got my first sale from a Facebook ad. Or I definitely can't wait for the day you tell me, Will, I got my 100th sale or 1,000th sale or 10,000th, whatever it is. When that happens, I'll be the happiest coach on the planet. So warning though, this is not for everyone. If you're not interested, you can turn it off. If you are interested, stick around for a minute while I finish this off. So what you're going to get with the Facebook Ads Bootcamp is you get my coaching, 17 plus years experience, over 1.5 million in sales, over $1 million in coaching that I made through my membership site, boot camps, courses, all that good stuff. So I ran high 6 figures of my own money with paid ads already. It's actually closer to a little over 7 figures of my own money, not agency. I can handle any tech issue you encounter, and we're going to get you profitable. So what you get is the live training sessions. There's going to be 3 of them, 1 week apart, gives you time to complete each step in between. Replays are available if you can't make it live. You can ask questions, get answers, and succeed. That's the basic gist of that. So that's the training side. I have some cool bonuses for you too, of course. We need a way to interact, you and I, and the group. So bonus number 1 is a dedicated Facebook group for the bootcamp. It is right on Facebook, available 24/7. It's the ultimate way to get support, post questions, get answers, network with others, like-minded individuals who are in your shoes and speak your language. Because if you've ever tried to talk about e-commerce or paid ads or Facebook ads with your partner or spouse or friends or family, and they look at you like, I didn't even know they ran ads on Facebook. And you're like, huh? Like, how am I going to vent, or how am I going to ask them questions, or how are we going to discuss this topic when they have no clue that, that's how Facebook makes their money? I had to explain that to my mom too. She's like, I don't get it. It's free to use and like everybody uses it, but how do they make any money from that? I'm like, they run ads. I felt like Zuckerberg in that Senate session where the senator's like, I don't understand how Facebook works. How do you make money? And he's like, Senator, we run ads. It's the exact same thing. So when you have a group of like-minded people, it makes it easier, much easier, and it's an awesome way to get support too. So you get training and support. Does that sound pretty cool? That's about a $997 value. The other one's a $997 value. Total value $1,994, but that's not all. So I do have a few bonuses for you too. I don't want to just do that. I want to give you more. And we talked a little bit about email marketing, but it is really the key. You can think of, say you're running a Shopify t-shirt store. If you're even breaking even on your ads to get somebody a sale and get them a t-shirt, like they buy a t-shirt and you break even, you're still going to make money on that store with your email marketing, because with your email marketing, you can send them out a sale. So let's say Father's Day is coming up, which it is. You can say Father's Day sale, 1 week, do 7 emails, couple emails on the last day with a big discount off everything in the store. And it doesn't matter if you're selling Father's Day shirts or not. It's just a Father's Day sale on your store. It's a reason to email people and offer them a discount on the products on your store. All that money you're making from that is pretty much profit, because yeah, you got to pay your cost of goods sold, but you don't have to pay for marketing now because they already bought some from you. They're already a customer, and now they're going to go back, and the trust level is super high because they got it, they liked it, and they will buy more. So this email marketing, man, when you combine that with paid ads, it's just a 1-2 punch of awesomeness. So I'll teach you exactly how to do it. So I do have an email marketing bootcamp. It's 3 or 4 sessions, and it has its own private Facebook group too, which you get access to, along with all the training sessions. So email is amazing. So your list is your most valuable asset. Ongoing emails, sales emails, I'll teach it all. I'll give you access to that bootcamp I already ran on that very topic. It'll give you a foundation, give you actionable step-by-steps that you can do. And I will still coach you on that too in the other group, in the Facebook ads group as well. So you get that. That's a $997 value. So now we're up to $2,991. I'm not done. I've got more for you. Do you want to run Google ads? Of course you do. They're the original paid ad traffic source. Fortunately, I did a boot camp on that as well. There's 4 sessions in that, same type of format, training and support. teaching you how to run Google ads of all kinds. There's search, YouTube, Gmail. There's one other one in there too. Display, I think I went through in that one. Anyway, paid traffic's awesome. When you combine Facebook and Google, man, it's really nice. And what you can do is run your Facebook ads for your prospecting and run your Google ads for your retargeting, which means somebody went to your website and now you're going to follow them all around the web. So if they go to like CNN.com, they'll see a banner ad for your store because they clicked on a Facebook ad in the first place, but maybe they didn't buy something. They see that ad on CNN, they go, holy crap, this store is on CNN. And people don't realize anybody can advertise on CNN through Google. Like, it's so simple. But the trust factor there is gigantic. And just because they already saw your store, it makes it the fact that they might convert a little bit higher. So it's very cool. That's got a $9.97 value too. So now we're up to $3,998. Now I could stop right there, but I'm not going to. So how about more paid ads training? Just recently, I did some Microsoft ads training, and I'm going to throw that in too. So bonus number 4 is my Microsoft ads training. Now, I still call it Bing ads because that's what it used to be. Just like I know Facebook is Meta, and I know you're supposed to call it Meta ads. I'll never do that. It's always Facebook ads to me because I'm old. I'm old school. Can't change my ways. The demographic on Microsoft has money. They buy like crazy. They're older. They have disposable income. Most marketers don't bother with it. It's wide open for you. Plus, you get 3+ hours of training on the audience network ads, search ads, and display ads, pixels, everything you need to get Bing ads and Microsoft ads up and running. Even we go through Canva and show you how to make banner ads that you can run on Microsoft. Super cool. Very cool. So you'll be a paid ads expert with multiple platforms by the time you're done this boot camp. Now you get all that, $4,985. And basically, I saved the best for last because I know that a lot of people are like, well, I don't really have a store where I can run this to, and I don't really know how to do this. So, what the heck? I can't really do your Facebook ads bootcamp because I don't have a place to send the traffic to. So, I'm not done. Okay, you need a store to run your Facebook ads to. Shopify is easy to set up and use. So, bonus number 4 is my full Shopify print on demand course. Now, this is a big one. It's 102 videos. Covers every single aspect, including personalized print on demand products. There's 10 modules. The intro, getting started, which is a gigantic module. Growing, scaling, social traffic, email marketing. I put a module in there. And then you're even going to get TikTok ads, Pinterest ads, blogging for free traffic, and then a summary. It's a huge course. That course alone is worth way, way more than what you would have to fork over for this boot camp, honestly. But I threw it in there because why not? So that alone will give you enough training to do this. So you get the group, the 3 live training sessions, email marketing bootcamp, Google Ads bootcamp, Microsoft Ads training, 3+ hours there. Full Shopify print on demand course, which is a gigantic course, total value of $5,982. How's that sound? So I'm not playing around here. I'm not kidding. I want to make this a deal where you're like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm definitely doing that. You get it all. It's a ton of value. I should charge that almost 6,000 for this, but I'm not charging that much. So I had 2 choices to make. I had a choice to make. The first option is sell this cheap to get more going. Second option is charge more, limited to fewer people. I went with option 1. This is for everyone. So I priced this at $997, but since I want you to do this, I'm going to offer it for 70% off for a limited time. So $299.10. It's not that link. That's actually the wrong link. There's the right link. So 70% off for a limited time. The link is in the bottom right of the screen now. ppc-coach.com/FB ads is where you want to go. You can sign up at any time. You're getting everything to succeed with Facebook ads and more. Those bonuses are worth a bucket load of money, dump truck load of money. Anyway, if you want to succeed, you have 2 options. Option 1, do it alone. Go to Facebook, go to YouTube, search for how to run Facebook ads, and again, get tons of conflicting info, get old info, which doesn't work anymore. Get confused, get overloaded, start overthinking it, second guess yourself, waste time, waste energy, struggle, go back to square one like 45 times like I do, and eventually you come up with a method on your own, I bet. It takes a while though. Option 2, get this amazing deal. So 3 live training sessions, private Facebook group, email marketing bootcamp, Google Ads bootcamp, Microsoft Ads training, Shopify print on demand course, all rolled up into one awesome bundle for you. So what do you prefer? I think it's a no-brainer, but it's up to you. Is that a lot of money? No, not for the massive amount of training and support you're going to get. That for me is 2 tanks of gas, and I fill up my gas tank once a week because I drive a big pig of a truck, which compared to my wife's Honda CRV, it's actually laughable how much I pay in gas. It's obscene. Anyway, I have a goal to get you profitable with Facebook ads. I'm giving you everything to get you making money as fast as possible with them. You can try it alone, and some of you will. This is for the ones that want to skip the school of hard knocks. And believe me, I have a PhD from the school of hard knocks because I'm stubborn, I'm old, and I do things the hard way more than I should. But now I'm starting to learn. And even I buy courses, even I join memberships, even I join group coaching because I know that if somebody is ahead of me, I want to learn from them. I am always a student, always. Even with all the experience I have had and all the success I've had, I don't know everything, and neither do you. Okay, so I hate to break it to you, but you don't. So you want to find somebody who's like a level or two ahead, and you want to learn from them. That's what this is all about. That's what my whole coaching program is all about. That's what this boot camp is all about. It's just somebody who's a little bit further ahead who can teach you. I still do it. I'm in one right now that I joined, and I love it. And it's like kind of like being the student here, not having to run things. It's actually quite nice. So, who am I to teach you? Well, I'm an experienced expert with a lot of success so far. If you do have any questions, fire me an email. What's the difference between now and later? Well, now you might be struggling, but later you won't be anymore. So this is a limited time offer. Once the timer on that checkout page expires, it's over. So go there to see the beautiful little timer. Don't wait on this. You might miss the bus. Now, some common questions that I get all the time. Why Facebook ads? Well, they do work well for print on demand. They've gotten so much better. That's the main reason. There's still a ton of people on there daily. And even though the younger people are not really going on there, it's still a crowd of people or a demographic that does have disposable income. They are passionate about a lot of topics, and they are very easy to find. So people are used to buying things on there now. It's not new. So what if my account is gone? Now I have to be very careful with the wording that I put here because I did send out an email yesterday from MailerLite and they put me into a review and then terminated my account because of what I said in the headline. So I have to be very careful with how I word this. If your account is gone, I can help with that. So there are places that will get it back. Um, Email me for information on that. Okay. I can't mention it on YouTube. I can't mention it in this at all because it's black hat stuff. That's all I'm going to say. So if you're like, I can't even do this because my account is gone and I can't use the words, there are ways. Okay. Now, they're not free ways at all. But I can cover that for you. All right. I'm going to leave it at that. So what can I sell? Well, you can sell anything they allow. For me, it's been t-shirts and Shopify. That works very well. Impulse type buys work well for print on demand. Cute things work. Anything that kind of stops the scroll works very well. So for me, my whole mindset with Facebook ads is, yeah, I'm going to profit with Facebook ads, but I'm also going to build up my email list. I'm going to kick in my email marketing to really ramp up the profits even more. So even like I said, I'm willing to break even on a sale of my store to get a customer and to get their email because I know they're going to buy multiple things from me in the future too. Not just through my email, but through retargeting ads as well, and retargeting through Google and retargeting through Facebook and everywhere else. So where does it take place? So there's a couple spots. The main home base is the Facebook group, but the live training is on GoToWebinar. I'm old school. I use them because Zoom didn't exist when I started doing this. Replays are posted in the Facebook group. The Facebook group is like the home base. The bonuses are in there too, and they're in their own groups. The course is on its own course portal, which you'll get login information for like immediately. It's all hooked into the order page. You get full instructions after joining on how to access everything, but basically it's a post inside the group which explains it all. So what paid ads will I learn? Well, Facebook ads is the prime target for this. Google ads, you're also going to learn Microsoft ads, aka Bing ads. And then via the Shopify course, there's TikTok ads and Pinterest ads. So if you're into ads, this is the place for you. So what's going to be covered? Every single step in detail. The two-step method. Step one, testing. Step two, scaling. All the tech side too. So it's like, how do I create a business manager? Here you go. How do I create my pixel? Here you go. How do I assign my pixel to my to the admin on the business manager, here you go. Like this is all, those are actually YouTube videos you can watch, but super simple. When can I start? Right now. There's no better time than the present. Let's do this. I'm pumped to get you successful. If you have more questions, send me an email or go to the group on Facebook. That's a public one. Are you ready? Awesome. I can't wait to get started with you. If you're still on the fence, here's a couple testimonials and then I will close this off. So Mandy, I've known Will for a couple of years and have a couple of his courses. You always learn something from him, whether you're at the beginning, intermediate, or advanced stage of your business. He teaches what's working for him now, and he teaches in a simple, easy to understand way. I was able to implement one of his courses within the first lesson, made my investment back. That still holds true today. Oliver, I don't usually make public posts on Facebook, but feel I need you tonight. Will, you could be spending your time making money for yourself instead of creating such great and insightful content. Truly believe you genuinely care and want to help people. You got me started with Print on Demand back in February, and I'm already seeing great success. I've hit several bumps along the way, but I just believe in yourself and you can do this and you will. And then Chris, I've been following Will for nearly 3 years now. And to this day, I still think he's one of the best in the business when it comes to coaching print on demand and Facebook ads. I purchased a couple of his courses in the past, and they've all been great. Everything he teaches has been battle tested and proven, so you can trust the strategies that he shares. Definitely follow Sky, you won't regret it. That's the thing. I practice what I preach. I'm not an agency guy. I'm not spending other people's money to sell their products. I'm selling my own products with my own money. So, and I'm not going to do that if it's not working. So if you want more testimonials, there's about 175, 200 on that page. So what happens after your order? You'll get instant access to the group, which has full instructions on how to access everything. So immediate access to the bonuses so you can get started right now. The course alone is worth the price of admission. So thanks for watching. I can't wait to help you succeed. You're buying something unique based on years of experience and what works today. If you skip this, I'll call you crazy, but we can part as friends. Don't wait on this. It's a limited time offer. Let's get you profitable. I'll do everything I can to get you there. So thanks for coming on. I appreciate your time. Get in now if you haven't already, and I can take some questions here and then we'll close it off. So basically we're done with that, but go there, ppc-coach.com/fbads. If you have any questions, I'll fire me an email. Let me know. That's fine. All right. Let's see. Do you want me to switch to Shopify? I'll talk to you about that. Sounds like Google support, they don't answer either. Well, Google does answer sometimes. Oh my God, 500 ad campaigns. I can't even keep track of two. I know. My God, back a couple of years ago, I was doing a lot of campaigns. And anytime I had a new product, I would launch a new campaign. And then within that campaign, I'd duplicate the ad sets like 500, 600, 1,000 times. And then I'd run that day trading method. And I was like, I really don't like this at all because the stress levels of running that are intense. And it's not really, you're not building any long-term asset with it. You're just like a day trader. And that method, man, the people who do that, like more power to them. I can't handle it. I need a simpler way to do it. Definitely. Are you actually making sales? Yes, I am. I actually posted some inside the PPC group coaching program. Broad targeting is time and money consuming though, or not? No. Broad targeting actually reduces your CPMs quite a bit, and it gives them full power to go find the exact people that are going to buy your product. And believe me, when you launch a campaign, Facebook goes and looks at your website and they scan everything and they know exactly what your website is about and they know what you're selling. And then they know that, and then they know the people that buy that stuff. Because unless you're doing something that nobody's ever run in the world before on Facebook, which doesn't exist, they know who the buyers are, they know what you're selling, and they know exactly who to show your ad to. So the days of having to go in and say like, oh, camping t-shirt or Coleman stove interest for a camping t-shirt or something like that, that's over. It doesn't matter anymore. All right. Watch the movie Social Network. I think it's eye-opening. Yeah, I've watched that. It's amazing. Definitely amazing. I like that movie. Does this method work for affiliate offers? I do not sell physical products. So yes, for affiliate offers, you basically need a landing page, and it's got to be for affiliate offers. I would have a squeeze page where it'll be an opt-in, and I'm telling you, like opt-ins work really, really well on Facebook too, because you want to build up your email list. You can't run affiliate offers direct to the affiliate landing page. You have to have something in between. And I've come from a huge affiliate marketing background. So yes, the methods will work. The products they don't really matter as long as they're good. But for affiliate marketing, I would be running it from Facebook to a squeeze page, get them on an email list, and then use that email list to send them the offers. And then niche wise too, if you're niche down, you can find multiple offers within that niche and send them more than one, which dramatically increases your chances of getting that commission, which is a good thing. Does it work for selling services and courses? Yes. The two-step method can be applied to any product. It doesn't matter what it is. In fact, I'm going to be running this now. My Google Ads stuff is working so well for this that I only have so much room in my brain, but I am adding in running these Facebook ads again for my courses and coaching and all that good stuff. And there are people that are very successful with that already. So the market does exist and Facebook does allow it. You just have to be careful that you're not making any insane promises so the FTC doesn't come knocking on your door. That's more on the affiliate marketing side or the course and coaching and service side, but it definitely works 100%. All right, I am going to close with that. I think we already have a couple of people in there, which is awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. I just have another screen running here in the background. So if you do have any questions, email me. If your ad account's gone, email me. I can make some introductions. I can't guarantee anything on that, ad account being gone thing, but we can try and we can at least there's hope. That's a good thing. I mean, there's other ways too, but I don't want to discuss any of that. I know there's some questions coming in on that. I don't want to discuss that on this just because of where it's going. And I don't want any prying eyes or snooping eyes to figure out the exact things. I know it's wishy-washy, but just email me and I'll help you out with that. All right, I'm going to close that off. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. I'll be sending out the replay as well. And we will see you guys soon. And to the people that are in there, thank you. I can't wait to get you going and profitable. So have a great day, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.